Pendream TV, Nyamisha, the whole Ghana. TV be anywhere Pendream. GTV in Cadem, TV3 in Cadem, UTV in Cadem, Pendream TV, a coin name them, Pendream TV, a coin name, Yadamasi.
Yo, your mama Aquaba at the mobile Pendream TV so, and Nyamisha pass a Bibiano, Bibia, the better Pendream TV, Biano, Ohe, Oba, na Ubefulu, na o comment, o share so a come. Medin at the Tevin Kenneth Nakuja, with me a friend Nakuja blessing. Our brand TV on my friend Papa Naku. Tino to Musa, me will name. And ne, Ibedi and Komobi Kakra. Na mepe say, Nidi kind of over subscribe to Pending TV. Na Oshe subscribe button na, but modern South don't be miaso. I come back you are DBI Sadoma, who are now doing some emiaso. Said the bear, a Bibiano, ye Bibia to one sharp. When I be Nipa would decay on Sabeka. And they are ne prophet Tevin Sua, Ebetrain and Komokakra. A war in Simbia, Wakika, and come Shibia Yamenam so, Ediaba, ya and ne, young Hunso insurance and so, and Timinimo Casay, ya bat na sway. You know about train and commo. Prof. Pending for your bow.
Aqua,
yeah, as a corona, ye in Chia.
But I don't know
sanitizing me auntie saying Shatta in Yunsa. Prof. Feed your bar. Did and yes, Martin, I say from the main gates to the entrance. Ne hall gate. In fact, as I'll do the studio hall cramp on nature say, ya quantum by 35. Prof. Nyamisha. Now, ya buy you kutana bonnet.
Sabe pepe.
Now, same be only in common. Now, a war a year post to be at the better Facebook. A fat a brand here, Shatta Wale.
Right.
Now, okay, can't send be far a brantium. Yamian Mukoni or Sophia Meneno Ekasei, ye Yamini Pa, bit Miaka say, Baye Emreka Kenya, Ghana for a team commercial in commercial, or ye Yamini Pa or Dum, or no better in commercial, and yet say, as soon as he be car accident for the first time. In the history of Ghana, a prophet beat me shame comfort ubi any negative, positive, not a bebum, not a man for so a dear one when young Shebemanyami. A prophet Tevin a Jesua or no, and not what to me a big Ghana for any Amaya who said a ban of prophecy are not just and yet
always negative
and na a share nipa bibre in crying. Prof, what day Bibi to Facebook.
Alright.
Efa Shatta Wale, Emma pending for you here, and the embarrass and you'll be dealing with only a Kasai. The person who boss answer no so kakra. Me we are the link no ever to video nasi.
No man.
Na what can work with the interview na you can ye. Said they be about the American nasi. But me person who di can bobo. And someone also my kakra.
Alright. So me the two honor about Shatta Wale 2020 Jamaica ni Niamabia Ebekoso exactly. And any prophecy and me ye detail me. God revealed it to me and me the two by the grace of God no. Things are moving accordingly. Exactly.
Prophet Tevin Ajesoa and ne no etwetwe enkomo efa enkom hye or share ya abetodwa ama Ghana fo nyina ni etua na yene no ba betwetwe ho enkomo enne prophet nyame anim no kra ni ohwe na brand we small boy kra hu na anim atum say young boy but ni odom e won so na eso e bia me friend Timothy say odom won so ankasa betumi aka say Ghana ha prophet otumi hye nkom at the timeline at home na ebedru pepepe na abam Shatta Wale die ya ye ka ho asemi Odbeto ho on the 16th of October 2019 records we our internet so dia okwa okọ Facebook akọ Tevin so wa agi ye de no be over connect platform so skit ena yankasa interview cry nen be ye no ye the link no be to a video we ase to check video na se abehu se link no e da obetumi akohwe no hu nsam a ye kan because ode to ho no ye be ye interview or the to her on the 16th of October 2019. Was it God has spoken? God has revealed something to me about Charles Ni Ama Mensa. And your prophet too. And your bishop, Shatta Wale ni yakan handsome, wonder boy. And I saw this thing very clear in my dream, and I saw a very huge flag with 2020 written on it. 2019 and all kasa and was a flag na ye no ni atwa 2020 so was it written on it, and I saw people jubilating from March 2020. Some indoor activities will start, and within 2 months, 2 to 3 months, he will make history again. See, was it from March and nyoma so could be best started say e dan huadi e wo Shatta Wale abrabom was it obesa be ye like obe breaking and like obesign and making history biem or mining. And was in the United States, London, and I saw SM flag in Kingston, Jamaica. Till was it in October 2020, something will happen in Ghana, a little controversy which will crash something or some people who have been fighting him. I don't want to be playing in that part. What the MC Prof for this year kakra was it finally in 2020 from April. His reward for all his struggle will be rewarded. Your year of reward and harvesting the fruit of your labor. So be careful of the betrayers. God has spoken. Prophet E.S. Tevin. And our day assembly ever to home. And now my name will say, Prof. And now no more no more. Mati prem me phone so. Prem. Me want to be a sorry ya. Me phone no just notifications baby.
What baby?
Baby. I'm on for target me. Me koya interviewer. Me no ye fa near would be to Facebook. And I just say yes say album. I'm on for a target me womb. Say memra me video no prophet na me din common asem no kind and I just say album. Me no ka say you cut the biggest artist or Jamaica, Vybz Kartel. You can say the biggest artist, the biggest dancehall artist or Jamaica. Oni Shatta Wale, you did friends saying poster no ebechiro. Me no can say o my collaboration. Say o modi posters no e dey abeto abonten. Vybz Kartel and kasa the official page for the abeto so. So oni Shatta Wale ye nyom sanso so na ye album kese bia e baso e wo Jamaica, album kese bia e baso wo Jamaica na album no ye di nyomtofo akese dancehall senior dancehall artist enye nkwala senior dancehall artist atum so ma ben o makwadare adwuma no mache na omugu so na uni bibi Shatta Wale and the headline artist on the album. I share poster na boom say eda yensa ni faso. O share poster na let say Shatta no dan him goji Jamaica. Prof. Asama o kan no eno ana
say one we knew.
Eno ana eni
Exactly. Okay, wow, okay, kind of. One thing I say when I'm about prophecy is that it's too obvious that there is nothing you can do about it. That's one thing. Obi from can I say when I prophesy, also I study at the when I prophesy. So when I prophesy, it's too certain that there's no like what done, you know, if you try to make it whatever say any no cry, you can't take it from inside because the names are there, the date is there, the time is there, the year is there, the people are there. I was trying to, I saw a link, so I was like, let me do this thing. I mentioned a link. No, what is wrong with the link? Like what is in the link with the music they're doing? Then I saw that Omar Trodin like Jethro Sheeran, no, see brother of Ed Sheeran. Understand? I mean, I don't know if you know Ed Sheeran. I think Ed Sheeran is it from America or London. I think she should be British or something.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that place, no, London, and I saw SM flag in Jamaica. So they are something cruise to Jamaica or something. So that thing is actually coming from this thing. And when I was reading the news, I saw about this because me who said me made me clicking to share story, no, no true story, and then I saw that I did not free London or so. That is the kind of people, you know, different Jethro Sheeran or so, and a movie. La moye I didn't with the dance line, and I saw their old stuff from with big deal. And they had sharing money. It was number 1 on billboards. Wow, number 1 on billboards. So. And other things, I mean, and other big things that happened with that first one that they are doing also. And then in this time, and that first one, I think the one that was headlining on the poster I saw was Ed Sheeran himself. Okay. So Ed Sheeran was headlining it. And me as I'm here, video, I've seen videos, but there's a few videos I mean we saw ekita 1 billion views, 2 billion views, and that Ed Sheeran guy has that kind of views. Wow. Now that is amazing to have a video on YouTube with sad views on it. Is not easy. Billions, so we are 7 billion in the world. There are 2 billion show us serious issue.
A serious,
a very serious issue. Understand? A very serious issue. There's 2 billion and 3 billion have watched your video. It's not easy. And that's the kind of person that headlining first one. And I may say that one is even the weaker one than this world, because anything you do in the old, the next thing you do, you plan it bigger. So this one looks bigger, and they didn't go and find anybody from America. Not anybody. They just want to pick the old one. It has some. I saw Sean Kingston, some other people. You know the faces. You know that this is them, like Champions League, League of Justice, something big. Then the Ed Sheeran was headlining it, and then this second one comes up, and then there's no super. The people we claim to be superstars, those they claim to be something, none of them were headlining anything. It was our own Ghana, Shatta Wale. The one that some people just stand up and they talk anyhow, no understanding about his life. So they just say anything they want to say about him, but then they looked everywhere, they came to carry him. And then they put him on top of it like this, number 1. And the one funny thing is some people, some big artists that people, somebody of them, some big artists crap over there, they didn't put their picture there, they just wrote their names. And they done many more. I was like,
many more.
So I was thinking about this and I was like, wow, this is favor.
Wow.
This is
Shatta Wale.
Exactly.
Oh, be a prophet with Banti. One share Duncan Williams on Hong Kong. One share on him Messi Hong Kong. One share Empress gift to us in Hong Kong. Shatta Wale, the bad boy. I didn't think that bad boy.
Alright. So the Bible made a great statement. It said prophecy is for them that is for the unbelievers so they can understand. So prophecy, it goes to them that they can understand, because that's the only word that comes from God. In church you're speaking in tongues, you're speaking church language, you're reading the Bible. We understand that. But the outside people, what do they understand? You need to bring them somewhere to God. The other time I was telling one pastor, I said, man of God, let me ask you, why Shatta Wale? You know, the other cool guys there who are very cool. And I'm like, why Shatta Wale? Because God says Shatta Wale. If God brought another person, come and talk about him. You see, it doesn't matter If John the Baptist was alive today, he would be an occultist or we will look at him like some evil demonic man, because the man was eating locusts and honey all his life. If that's not a demon, a crazy man, who would that be? But today we read about Christians, read about him in the Bible, and they're like, powerful, he anointed Jesus. You see, that's where the problem is. God picks the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. It is not the one that the person with public opinion that God is going to elect. God chooses who he wants to choose. Then number 2, this Shatta Wale became Shatta Wale dancehall king. Everybody was hailing him. If somebody becomes a dancehall king and people are hailing him, they begin to call themselves things, and they begin to call themselves whatever they want to call themselves. But this single man, Shatta Wale, honors and respects God in every song he sings. And that's number 1 thing that I will never take for granted. Somebody will do a music show and pray for people and say amen. Amen. God. Then everybody says God. If this is not the nice church service, what is that?
Nansen Crumpo dear, just a Sunday call lockdown, Sunday out to Twitter, and oh yeah, sorry. Oh yeah, sorry to Yamin preaching preaching Shatta Wale preaching kind Bible preaching.
Exactly. And the Osha winning you see, because of human mentality, we are so judgmental. We wouldn't allow people to show what they have. So we keep pushing them up and down. We better na Shatta Wale there is one say banisa na be Shatta Wale unkom. Obi share unkom say be wunu say people are trending in that prophecy. That one is called prophecy.
No, you go so.
Now the one that will be successful is evil. I have to say he has to die. And they Ghana for best. So Obi Bano as a professor that he should die. It should not, it should suffer. Shatta Wale, maybe I come up another day, my guy is even coming. I come out another day, and then I go like, okay, I've seen in the vision that Shatta Wale is about to go crazy. Ghana people, hey, yes, they are happy, they'll be jubilating with you. You will see people that arrive in my house that they want to interview me because I said they'll board them. They will make a whole list about it, and that's the mentality of an African person. They want one person to crash so they can feel comfortable. You see, a typical person who is an African or black man's mind is this kind of mind. In a race, 2 people are supposed to race and finish the race. And at the end of the day, if you run faster, you can set a world record. Not just a medal, you can set a world record. Even if you are second, you can be the second that set the world record with the first. That's set the world record. But then in this world, if a typical black man's mind, African mind, Ghana person's mind, let me bring it to our people. This is what they want to do. When the race starts, they are not thinking about the world record. They are thinking about fighting you so both of you will not win the race. They won't try to learn to run past you. They will try to pull you so you don't run past them. You don't become better than them. You don't become great, so they keep pulling you. They have to find reasons to bring you down. So you never finish the race. So the race that is supposed to take 26 seconds to set a world record or 23 seconds to set a world record, they will be dragging you till you finish the race after 1 hour. Then all of you has lost the world record. So winners focus on the winning line and the world record. Losers focus on the winner and how to win the winner or pull him back. And that's where the problem is. And to be call forward. The greatest thing we can do is to push the person. And if we push the person, the blessings and integrity and the value comes to us. And you see, among for people here, Saka was coming stuff, a whole lot of it in Ghana. You call Ghana, they see fraud number, a high number of fraud people. But now, and yes, Ghana phone in an fraud. Other countries were in doing their thing, and they're the best sign. So imagine if you push on somebody who is doing something massive out there in the country. I was there, and somebody called me. It was like a typical white person doesn't know Shatta Wale, doesn't know nothing. They called me, and she was like, "You were the prophet that prophesied about Beyonce." I said, no, it was about somebody else, and Beyonce's name was in it because it was Beyonce bringing the stuff. I was like, really? So that's actually very good. Then you're a very good prophet. A white woman from no, doesn't know any of them. Very reasonable lawyer. Called me straightforward with that, and I was like, look at how far somebody like this is hearing this thing about Ghana. All they know about Ghana, fraud people. Hey. Right now, they are seeing something different. Something unique. Why won't you push it and make it look better in the outside so that later it's not be like only corruption and things and bad people and fake prophets and stuff that are in Ghana, but there are also good things in Ghana. If you do that, investors come into your country. People are not afraid these days. If you I have secretary in America who you are Osika in Ghana here, the stress you go through as if we are fraudster because of how it has become. That's how we projected exactly to the world. And if something good is coming, why do we always want to suppress the good one things and let the bad things? You see, Shatta Wale BBC say, hey, Jesus. Now Shem comes out, people will be happy because that's we celebrate our downfall. We never celebrate success. If anything bad is about to happen, so we are happy, and that's our problem.
Let's just say
a very dangerous problem. Exactly. And when we are done talking, we the blame to amount for today. We amount for Ghana say Jesus Christ, and our prophet for the Jesus Christ, but that Ghana for good. Well, let me ask you a question. After Jesus Christ, see the clean, but for the good, and to God now can then because assassin now you can't mine all the gold under that years. What machines do they have to mine that kind of gold? They mine surface gold. Not deep, they didn't mine everything. So which means mine cry and do 1%. But we are doing as if they're taking all our gold. And I take gold no so, and we are blaming other people for taking our gold. They are canon. What are we doing with it?
I brought for no.
I'm what you go and say no. So why don't we mine our gold and make our country successful? Every weak mind always tries to blame someone else for their success. But anytime at all you get into a dimension of life, you need to assess your situation, accept your situation, and be able to change it. But we don't want to accept it and assess it. We are so proud and arrogant. We have to blame why many people are not succeeding. And that is the reason why when we see our brother jumping up, we want to bring them down. And that's the mentality of the African.
Prophet Tevin Ajesuwa and I no etwetwe enkomoyi prophet and na share Shatta Wale and Beyonce collaboration or share na amanfo njindi na if it's a concert etitituana boom boom na asi oko ye channel no so a obehu sa interview no na fans and Shatta ne Stonebwoy omonto kwa ni nyina oka ho asem ema eba mu pepepepepepepepe ese nyame na mo so aka nsem bebre ama no abam ena ne ye ne no atwetwe ho enkommoi na okeka nsem bi etoatoa so
exactly
ene de enyanduru ho kan bi wo October 2020 a ni na yetoa ye twen ehwe na maybe sa say sa successes now or London like London Jamaica ne ho ade ade no e betumi aba na say bisa betumi afiri akira ba na
oh yeah one thing is you see the key is to hit the source. You see where is the source of dance or music is from Jamaica. So if it is coming from there, if God wants to crown you with success, he will take you to Egypt and bring you. So if that move is moving towards that direction, and then it's going to pick every heavyweight champion over there, then it's going to be the heavyweight champion in the whole world.
Okay.
Number one, with that name will be printed everywhere. And that is, I didn't say there is Shatta Wale going to just Jamaica flag over there. Exactly, and that is the source of the whole thing. So we have all of them. We have Vybz Kartel, we all of them. But then you will see that name overtaking each and every name you may have known as one big name over there, and that is very powerful. And also somebody brought my attention to something that me when I prophesy, I don't read the thing. I'm done. I don't go back to it. All I do is I'll just be following and I and commenting, but I've never really paid attention to what I wrote because I've prophesied it. So clearly, if you see the prophetic word, what you would notice clearly is this: indoor activities. Somebody brought my attention to it clearly, and because of my mind, it's not in my mind again. I've prophesied it. I'm done. I've taken all the Jamaica. I don't. Right now that I'm looking at it and seeing the content of what I've written, and I realized that here I've written some things.
Finally, in 2020.
Yeah, his reward for all his struggles will be rewarded. I realized that the English I didn't arrange it very well, but now I'm realizing.
Okay. No problem.
But then, I mean, because I'm a fast typer, so if I'm going, so as I'm flowing, I have the vision. I'm writing it. It's like a vision that you're supposed to speak about, and you're typing it. So you have to summarize it as much as you can. So, going forward, there's an indoor activities. The indoor activities that were to go on are the ones that started. These indoor activities were what they were talking about: virtual concert, groundwork, virtual concert that took place indoor. That we're all indoors.
Okay.
Yeah, we could not go to the bar, but it was a show. That's the only thing that they were doing. When they did it, another people copied it and took it for coronavirus too. They went to do another, but he did it. Understand? It was done indoors. And we all watched him indoors.
Over 14,000.
Exactly.
Online age in social.
Yes, right. Now that media is also streaming it. Then we are watching. And then I'm praying. No network problem. Ghana people MTN. Hold on.
Hey. Yo, you're the prophet. Tevin Ajisuwa ana yabetu train and komo efa Shatta Wale huno. Prof, bibi wo ho ebesan akabium. Ajaye de esa ajaye wo atwenye mu. Bibi wo ho no mo a.
So next line is the reward.
Okay. So
preparation be also spiritually since last month for reward. I've seen tables are gathered, and I'm seeing they've taken his name and his picture. It's like Omaya no robber. This kind of thing maybe. I don't know what that is. And on my page at the SEO, on the page, there's some more cards, say ballots, whatever they're doing, and they've put in his name that. And the problem is, the good news is, his name card was 2. And this is not Ghana. No. This boy's fresh fingers. I'm saying, yeah. Nice light, please. My place has light, a lot of good light, very quality light. So I know what I'm speaking about. 2 of his name was taken. His name is same 2, and that's a massive thing. So that's to explain the underlined part here.
Madam for be friend was prophet with the maintenance you or canning someone na osere be fi sa grow odi but ye dey decide this na dey nice dey na ekoso
wow it's a pepe one say to be able to enter into the spiritual dimension, to know what is coming ahead. No, you have to be a prayerful person. So when you because sometimes no, you will say things out of maybe you want fame or exposure or something. It's where and a bit trendy about the thing you said. The word you said will trend, but the outcome will not be like that. And Tamanfo will be trending the bad news and other stuff, but then the outcome will not be true. It will not come to pass. Well, now they are DB bar. Maybe the 2, I don't want it. If you like, you don't share it. You don't like it, you leave it. But I know certainly the thing will come to pass. And they are not my quiet.
Now, then a man asofo ni bitimi rush or more prophetic messages. Then a more rushes.
Every prophetic word is true. God does not lie to people. But some of the problems is because of interpretation. Because if you receive the prophetic word and you can't decrypt it, or break it down, or decode it and understand and decipher the mystery behind it, whether it can be as you are seeing it, or with a layman's mind you explain it. So receiving a prophetic where God is speaking in the spiritual realm, so you have to stand with God in that angle. And then you can be able to move with God and then bring out the word, and it will come to pass accordingly. This is how
Dodo na or rashi or more prophecy. Yeah, a beba na adeɛ no ambam na kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ ration ɔde bɛpɛ den.
Exactly. Once let me study, many people are there like this now. And I've watched a lot of people. Now, ebia obey program be or share and come be too social media trendy the next day or program be our immediately as if or share and come do cookie platform for the program to come. And I studied and I'm like, so what this person is saying, is it not because of the agenda? Are you saying it because of a program, or you're trying to say it because it's a fact? I don't know idea, no. And when coronavirus was coming to Ghana as well, no, everybody was talking in a different light. But I came to come and say something different. The reason is because I always say that I will say the truth, what I see, and the accuracy of the truth by understanding the thing. One thing about me is I'm very observant. I look at the thing, study the thing, because the Sanju said, he said, if you know your enemy and you know yourself, you shall win. So you have to study the thing. It's a focus and studying strategy where you can understand what you are dealing with, how you are dealing with it, and how to bring forth what you're dealing with. You understand? And Tisana, you use that process to be able to understand what we are saying, because are you just going to say something that tomorrow it will not come to pass, or you're going to say something accurate? And why are you saying? Are you going to say it because you want the person to come to you, or you want money, or you want something to gain from the person? That is why you are saying it. Are you scaring somebody so that you will feel popular, or are you saying something to please the masses? That is where the question is. So the best thing you do is to analyze, know what you are seeing, then you can bring it forth.
Now, me patrol with the person we are honest. I'm a tea for nyame. A tea for more 80 and almost share. There were false prophecy.
Patron, you were false prophets.
Now, you basically the difference
between the false prophet and the new prophet. All right, so a prophet is someone that speaks the mind of God to God's people. So the Bible said that obey ye the prophets, obey the Lord thy God, and thou shalt be established. Obey his prophets, and ye shall prosper. So obeying God is like planting a seed. Obeying the prophet is like growing a tree. You see the two categories that God placed down. So when you're a prophet, God has really given a lot of mandate in the hands of prophets. But then the problem is among for Bibri ever prophetic word, no, for their own personal gain, their own success, and their own fame. In that category, no, they don't let me obitimi kofa idru. I know many pastors that came to me for prayer and stuff that they wanted to change. The fact was because Okoji Sikedru whilst or preaching take money. Exactly. Ebi Munsu would go for powers. Grow. All these strange things. And actually there are false prophets there. And I want to make a point clear that OBC, false prophet, it is not somebody who has committed a sin who is a false prophet. Sometimes we make a mistake and we think that yes, you'll be a false prophet. A prophet be a prophet do your business and a man for sikakudini or do your false prophet on your nipa. Every nipa can sin. Every human being nipa biara will definitely do something. But then Obana in the line of prophets, a false prophet with your own naked eye, it will be difficult for you to notice them because they are very smart and critical. Most of the false prophets that are weak are those who just do their biala, and some of them, because the devil has made a pact with them that disgrace the church of God, then you go higher. The more they are doing crazy things, the more they are going forward. Exactly.
Now, a basana and talk more papa no sintibia.
Exactly. Also, a bosan plan says the same 2 years into and destroy him.
Because a banesana wona ukuta no kre. Obeka some well you say some now can ye no kre, but exactly. Exactly. Gina ho gina platform so utumu say some now can a concert no we. Exactly. Or co. And no sa no ento mo na sabe moye papa no sintibia. Exactly.
On say a banisana or share or more category certain false prophets and stuff. No, most of those people, no, they have certain things to entice people. That is one. Number two, no, they have a way to do their things. Now, genuine prophets over there, no, we are struggling because of how they run their things. And some of them, they have a pact with the devil that so many mercy, then you will be successful. Because success no njina nyame sumsu ejina bibi fufroso. But then the flow of a genuine prophet is to protect the integrity of the blood of Christ. So therefore at the end of the day, glory will be given to God. But the false prophet doesn't care. All they care about is how to make their money. So far as of finding another means, there are many prophets today. If you give them $10 billion, they'll stop preaching. We will give them $100,000, they'll stop church. It's money. Is fame, is power. So all the manner, only a man of power, they'll stop church. Because that was not why they were there. But there are some people today, if you destroy everything, tell them to destroy their church for everything.
Yes, it's uncle for no spiritually so no mona moye papa no spiritual mutumi ye nyoma bi omode kamoshe. Send be any pantem.
Exactly.
Ura into ministry no. What encounter san your money be that. Say soft will be spiritually or fighting or gift no. And I say or try say on my own pee.
Oh yeah, a lot of pastors have done that. A lot of people make crackers as a pastor. People are poison me that I'm a boy. I have videos and everything there.
Nancy and I said,
oh, I check a crowd.
I just a Nadian cake when you're corona.
Oh, and the Uncle Corona had me call of time. I'm coming over because they're a different category of corona, another strain. And it happens when they fight against each other. And that's the work of the false prophets, because the genuine prophets are there to flow the truth of God. But the false prophets are there to tarnish the image of Christ and make their own fame. So they become like God to the people, but not the people, not directing the people to God. And they don't have any problem. So when it comes into that line, they will make sure anyone that has the true message, trying to do something massive, they will start hunting you. If they know you have real eyes that can see, you are a threat to them. Like me, I'm a very dangerous threat to many people.
Anything na unka as exactly one
because see me
share wo bepem na me hu say umenge with us asofo bi ne ho ade ade.
Exactly.
De bia say unko a wote obabi na militants unko na oni omo.
Exactly.
Exactly. Say omo so no tumi say nyame suro so ye den e wo mu nye Matthews be na sebi wakose so mo na
exactly.
Hwenya men crofobia Matthews be edidi o machi tumi se nipa no wa hia ma na odinyame nipa achi
bo
hia ma uhwe na ni red na no nyina black
exactly
no odinyame nipa achi and no crampo ntimi ma ye hu se no nipa we by suspect
something is wrong.
Yeah. But to me ba on croffa on your monam just out say nyame suru or mo buade mojo
exactly
ti eno ana just ahwe nti na ma wa sheda
exactly yeah, because one it is better to walk alone than with a group of people going the wrong direction. And the home mingle na pastor we they are just moving up and down. They will cry, they will do things to kill you. So the best thing you do is, there's one thing about the black man's mind. They think if you are succeeding, it means they are failing. So they can't watch your success. So I don't want you to be jealous of my success, so I won't get close to you. It's very simple.
A bomb pie said commission be best feature of Niger. Also so how far na aboa ene prophet Tevin ajeso and na ebetwe common o hwe screen so a ye the number atoso te o person ni din koma obetimi afre e de asiso or branches be 4 anameboa
3 of them
3 ewo akraha so o person area hono obebi branch and once wa gada on crop for na say wabana wabe establishing all the asofo no ba kwa ba hona omu wa pass it through na nyame nam so ayo hoju prof we dey ebeda wase pa
sabe pepe
prof nie God bless you unia bo modern say oba subscribe to Pending TV send be ya abibia ye di bibi beto ho no na won so wonsa aka medin e the Tevin Kenneth na kuja ubetumi afemi na kuja blessing and net production no Julius Ajaben ena oye Edemaye Edawase.
Pendrim TV, nyame shroud, the whole Ghana. TV be no Pendrim. GTV in Cadem, TV3 in Cadem, UTV in Cadem, Pendrim TV, a coin name them, Pendrim TV, a coin name, Yadamase.